Welcome Primary 5, Ms. Hiba Ahmed is with you. Today we will complete our lesson and finish it, the circulatory system in Unit 1, Lesson 1, and we will finish it by taking Part 4. In Part 4, we will take the path of the blood or the blood circulation. In all the last session, we take the components of the circulatory system, which is the blood and the heart and the blood vessels. And we know that the heart is pumping the blood inside the blood vessels. Now, or today, we will take how the blood or what is the path of the blood inside our body by knowing the blood circulation inside our body. At the first, let's remember the shape of the heart. That's the right atrium and that's the right ventricle. The superior and inferior vena cava, they are from the veins that coming from the right atrium, and the pulmonary artery is coming from the right ventricle, and the left atrium, the pulmonary veins, they are coming from the left atrium, and the left ventricle, there is the aorta that's coming from the left ventricle, and superior and inferior vena cava, the pulmonary artery, the pulmonary veins, aorta, they are the main blood vessels in our body. Now let's know the path of the blood inside our body. Okay? At the first, the superior and inferior vena cava collected the deoxygenated blood from all the body parts and gave it to the right atrium. So the right atrium pumped the blood through the valve to the right ventricle. This blood is deoxygenated blood. The right ventricle pumped the deoxygenated blood through the pulmonary artery to the lungs. So one more time, superior and inferior vena cava collected the deoxygenated blood from all the body cells to the right atrium, from the right atrium to the right ventricle. The right ventricle pumped the deoxygenated blood through the pulmonary artery that connected with the two lungs. The two lungs take the carbon dioxide from the blood and give the blood oxygen gas, so the blood changes from being deoxygenated blood into oxygenated blood. So here the blood becomes oxygenated blood and returning one more time to the heart through the pulmonary veins. So the pulmonary veins take the oxygenated blood from the two lungs to the left atrium, and the left atrium pumps the blood through the valve to the left ventricle, and the left ventricle pumps the oxygenated blood through the aorta, and the aorta blood vessel pump the oxygenated blood to all the body cells. One more time, all the body cells, the superior and inferior vena cava take from them the deoxygenated blood to the right atrium, to the right ventricle, to the pulmonary artery that pumps the deoxygenated blood to the lungs. In the lungs take the carbon dioxide from the blood and give the blood oxygen gas and change the blood to oxygenated blood. So the oxygenated blood returning back to the left atrium by the pulmonary veins, from the pulmonary veins to the left atrium to the left ventricle, and the oxygenated blood are pumping to all the body cells by the aorta artery. Okay? And as you can see, the word pulmonary is called to the blood vessels that connected with the two lungs. Any blood vessels connected with the two lungs, we call it pulmonary, like the pulmonary artery and the pulmonary veins. Okay, so that's the path of the blood inside the heart. So we know the blood circulation inside the heart. Let's say it one more time. Superior and inferior vena cava collected the deoxygenated blood from all the body parts to the right atrium, to the right ventricle, to the pulmonary artery that connected to the two lungs, that changed the blood from deoxygenated to oxygenated, and the oxygenated blood returning back to the heart through the pulmonary veins to the left atrium, to the left ventricle, and the left ventricle pumps the oxygenated blood through the aorta to all the body cells. Now we will take how can we maintain the circulatory system or keep the circulatory system healthy. Number 1, do a lot of activities and exercises. Number 2, decrease the amount of fats in your meals. Number 3, avoid smoking and smokers because all of them they are harm the circulatory system. Eat balanced meals. Number 5, drink a suitable amount of clear water. Number 6, clear wounds and treat them. Number 7, avoid infections and accidents. Okay, so we finished the lesson circulatory system. Thank you for listening, Primary 5. Miss Hiba Ahmed was with you.